Youngster, who we will call Joe to protect his identity, resides in a volatile corporate area community and says he purchased the firearm at an illegal gun shop in 2018 for $140,000. He says he used his savings to purchase the weapon after gang war claimed the lives of a relative and friend. Joe says, quote, "Right now I choose the gun over food because I can eat the food and I'm on take me 2 points. Enough time all 3 nights me I bleach straight without food and no miss it because my life more valuable. Me at 20 now, and if me should I go prison, me I go come out by me at 35, so me still can make life. At 3 meals a day me I go get and no work. The only thing is me now go can move freely as me would hope to, but at least me have life." End quote. Joe, a father of 1, says he has never taken a life but was forced to return fire at rival gangs earlier this year after they invaded his community. He laments that he bought the gun for his safety and says he is naked without it. He argues that even if individuals are to turn in their guns under the amnesty, they are not offered any form of protection. Joe says he does not trust the system. The gun amnesty took effect on November 5 and will end on November 19. Minister of National Security Dr. Horace Chang says the police have not received any firearms since the amnesty was launched.
What's up, viewers and subscribers? Welcome back to My Thoughts TV. So this security minister did really think the gun amnesty would have worked, and differently from that, what me realize, you see these leaders then take Jamaican people for fool, you see anytime people put them under little pressure, people bash them, and they realize that Jamaicans realize that them not doing any work, then come out, make a statement like say them have things under control or they going to get things under control. When it is far from that, these people realize that Jamaicans, them have short-term memory. Today, people we have bash them, and say them done with politicians and them now vote again, You see, tomorrow when these politicians sweetheart them and put money in them pocket and buy them out, they forget all about the statements and the comments them that they made before. And this is how these politicians use that to their advantage and continue to brainwash the people because they realize that people not holding them accountable for their actions. They realize anytime a person say them stop vote and them done with politicians, I just more talk because when election day come around and these politicians sweetheart them and put money in them pocket and buy them out, the campaign meeting them full, the campaign vehicles them full, huge crowd behind these politicians. A lot of times when you hear say government, I give a little money, I give a 10,000 or a 15,000. Jamaicans don't realize them a get back their own money, that them pay in a tax, and them not even get quarter of that, Then just a get a little crumbs, and the huge amount that the government earn from Jamaicans, The huge amount of that cash, them put that in them pocket, them pocket that, And a small amount of money, them put it here and there, So a lot of times when people get money, them a say, the government are going good, man. That's why I rate this a party. When really and truly, then just get back a little crumbs, because guess what? That is part of brainwashing people. Anytime them under little pressure, then just buy them out with money, and then the people then forget about all of them issues, all of them concern. And this is how these politicians keep brainwashing the people them for years now. And a lot of people also, you see, because them always see these politicians on TV, when them finally see these politicians in front of them, them starstruck, So all of them concern, all of them issues that them did have before, them shut up. It's like them forget about all of them issues. And then they just a blush and just a take in all of the sweetheart them that them are here, all of the empty promises. One prime example is...
So, sir, I'm not going to get you shot. Don't tell me to shut up because of my money. You not tell me to shut up. Sir, let me talk. You not tell me to shut up. I mean, to know me now, I'm about to tell me shut up. When I feel like when I give me my money for buy me land. Nobody tell you miss people. When I tell me to shut up, everybody. Nobody not tell me about look for nobody. I want you to know what I want. Hey, them, hey. Nobody not tell me nothing.
Girl, what is? One Natalie, one auntie.
No, there's a way to get my attention.
So, but they might tell me about, but I push me back.
I understand. And I remember I said to you, I'm going to come and speak to you. Relax, alright?
They might push me.
I know, my dear. I don't
You can't go and talk to you. Because someone know all I'm working.
When the government demolished some of the residents' house in Portmore, Andrew Holness, demolished some of the houses them before, and then afterwards in keep a meeting. So the people them did very upset because the people them a say, why Andrew Holness never keep a meeting before him demolish the houses them and come to agreement. Him demolish the houses them before, and because him a commander every backlash, him decide say him a go keep a meeting afterwards. The residents them that got them house demolished, them did a bash him, You see, when Andrew Holness finally went over there and finally decide say him a go keep the meeting with the people them, and the people them finally have Andrew Holness in front of them, for them flood him with questions, for them voice them concern and them distress. Everybody quiet, and one girl decides that she a go speak up because she spent a lot of money on her house and she just lose her money like that, all her money like that, and she decides that she a go speak up. The rest of residents that got them houses demolished and them did angry with the government before, them try to shut up that girl because that girl decides that she a go speak up because they are starstruck. Them finally have Andrew Holness in front of them, for them flood him with questions, for them voice them distress and everything, and them quiet and them just listen to the sweet talk. So this is how these politicians continue to brainwash these people. Because anytime a lot of people finally see these politicians in front of them starstruck. Because the only time them actually see these people are on TV. So because them finally see them in front of them, because them finally see Andrew Holness big nose in front of them starstruck. So that is the reason why our leaders behave how them behave, and them don't plan for change because nobody not holding them accountable for their actions. And one current sweet talk, one current page that these leaders took out of a fairy tale book, is the gun amnesty. I don't know what them did I think about, if they really think about, say, this gun amnesty would have worked. So they really feel like these criminals are going to bring in them gun. First of all, guns is very expensive. And one of these criminals' guns, like a AK, are like 500, 600,000. So they really feel like, say, these criminals are going to spend so many money for them guns and just bring it in just like that for free. And the system even have other system in place, what they call it cash for guns, And these criminals not even are bringing them guns for get cash. Them not even are calling, because them not even have to show up themselves, Them can just hide, call in, and tell the police them where the guns them is and collect cash from that, and that system not even work. The only persons them that call in and tell the police them where the guns them is, and give up guns, I like law-abiding citizen, people who know where the guns them is, people who know where the gangs them keep them guns. These are the persons them that are calling and I give up the guns them because them tired of the madness. But the real criminals them who buy them guns, who spend so many money for them guns, these criminals not giving up them guns. Next thing, why these criminals are going to give up them guns when they're not even sure if them enemies are going to give up for them guns too? If these criminals give up them guns, them are going to leave themselves vulnerable for them enemies. So why would these criminals give up them guns and then leave themselves vulnerable. That no make no sense. And the security minister say, well, if the criminals then don't give up them guns, them are going to face the harsh laws them that them plan to implement. Everybody knows, say, everybody with sense knows, say, these harsh laws not going to make the death penalty active. These harsh laws don't mean, say, prisoners are going to start get beaten, lashes every morning when them wake. These harsh laws don't mean, say, the prisoners them are going to eat one time for the week. These harsh laws are like more prison sentence. So how them are going to use more prison sentence to deter these criminals away from crime and violence and force these criminals for bringing them guns when these criminals they behind bars and them a live life. These criminals they behind bars and them still a run them gangs. Then they behind bars and them a make money behind bars because them a operate them gangs. Them a run extortion behind bars and money a come in. And then they behind bars and them a wear brand clothes. Them a live lavish. Them a send out it same way. Them a operate like them still their road. And the system allow that because how can prisoners the one place, the system have them one place and them cannot control them. So people with sense tell me this now. So how can the security minister use more prison sentence for force these criminals to bring in them guns when if these criminals get 50 more years, these criminals not even spend half of that behind bars because Jamaican prison is like water and strainer. The prison cannot hold these criminals as a quint them bust them case. So how then the security minister are going to use more prison sentence to force these criminals to bring in them guns when these criminals know say it no matter how much years them get, they're not going to spend these years behind bars because whenever them go court, a little glitch or any little simple thing and them bust them case. Because me not even know the purpose of Jamaican prison, because these criminals, them a come out worse than when them go in. By the way, when them go in, them still operate like say them still their road. So what is the purpose of these prison? What, for keep them off of the road, but them they in a prison and them still are rain down death and destruction in the communities them because them they behind prison and them still are run them gang. Them still are send out instruction and order to them gangs to take life and then they behind bars. So what is the purpose of them they behind bars? They not rehabilitate because them a come out worse than when them go in. You better these criminals in their road, at least them enemies would have catch up with them and take them life, or police would have take them life because them they behind bars and them operate like say them still their road. So if then they their road, them would have operate the same way, but the difference with road and behind bars is them safer behind bars. You understand? So you better them did their road then. Next thing, the suppliers them overseas. And when I say suppliers, I mean the persons them who work and buy up a lot of guns and ammunitions and supply these gangs and arm up these gangs. Suppliers can be the main Dan or the Dan right hand. Do you think the new laws are going to stop these persons from shipping guns? Do you think these persons are going to tell them gang members to bring in the guns them when these persons know say Jamaican justice system, our leaders don't believe in an extradition? Once these persons, the overseas, once these criminals, the overseas, the justice system, our leaders, give these criminals the privilege to do whatever they want to do. So these criminals is untouchable. So do you think these criminals are going to even care about the new laws? Next thing, do you think a criminal that a work for a Dan are going to bring in the Dan gun when these criminals know say these Dans treat them guns like it more valuable than these criminals' life, than the criminals them who are work for the Dan them life? So do you think say these criminals are going to bring in the guns them and put them life at jeopardy? So what them a talk about no make no sense. The first time I hear about this gun amnesty, me see right through it not going to work. The only time we are going to see a real result in the crime rate is when the system, our justice system, stop at these criminals. So if our leaders need real result, them need to strip these criminals of them rights. They need to start treat these criminals like how Jamaican treat mongrel dog. So when these criminals get locked up, every morning they get them lashes, torture them behind bars, you understand, make the death penalty be active. When them start to do these things, then the criminals them are going to left crime and violence, and the man them are going to bring in the gun them. But if our justice system, if our leaders continue to pet these criminals, them not going to change. Why would these criminals change when in our culture being a criminal, being a bad man is a accomplishment? You get a lot of girls, you get celebrities and artists, big them up in a songs. So if these criminals get all these fame and them feel so important, why would these criminals give up that lifestyle? It just don't make no sense. So if our leaders want to see real result, then them have to go start to treat criminals like how Jamaican treat mongrel dog. But if them continue to pet these criminals, then the crime rate are going to get from bad to worse, and these criminals them now go bring in them guns. Anyways, if you guys like this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment and share, and turn on your post notification bell so you don't miss our next upload. I'm out.